Hey guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully you're doing good. I'm planning to do two reviews in one video, and both of them are samples. So sort of like you can think of it's like initial impression, and one is for men, one is for women. So I have two perfumes. So one is from House of Bulgari, other one is Dior. So before I start that, let me show you my scent of the evening, rather night. This is the masterpiece I told you in my review, Hani Hafez 1984. Amazing quality fragrance. Beast Mode. Oh, if you love Red Tobacco by Mancera, these are pretty damn close. Okay, if you cannot find Red Tobacco, get this. This one lasts forever. Okay, amazing quality, amazing juice. So let's get in the review. So I have first one I have for you today is uh, Bulgari Man Oud Essence. This one, it's when it came out, it got a lot of hype because of few reasons. And I'll let you know my thoughts on it. I gave it a warning today, and sort of like initial impression on this. I have it on the paper. Okay. Okay. So this fragrance, it first thing, strong point of this fragrance. This fragrance, it's House of Bulgari, and then the man line. So Bulgari man line is pretty solid as far as I know. I have collected most of them. I do not have Bulgari man, the original man, but I have the rest of them. And they have few limited collection, limited uh, time series, whatever. I do not own that. So now this one, it comes with beautiful packaging. As you can see, the bottle is lovely, juice color is green. It's really like eye-catching, and many people will be tempted. Like many of my group mates, they asked me in my group today, what's your opinion on this one? So basically it looks nice, the cover looks really nice. Packaging, I have to give them like really this is how that packaging, the box will look like from the front. Some information here, and this is made in Italy. So what they are trying to, I think it's Alberto Morias, he's the master perfumer. He created this fragrance just like many other fresh fragrances. It says an unexpected neo woody signature signed by the master perfumer Alberto Morias. Okay, so I don't know. He's a master perfumer, all right, but this fragrance, let me tell you the strong points. First of all, as I told you, juice color is beautiful, as you can see from the sample. Even this is how the juice color looks like, so it's pretty damn nice. Bottle looks great, and I think it has a twisted, like not twisted, you can twist it and lock it. That's the mechanism up top. So pretty cool. I think they come in 50 and 100 ml bottles. So at this point, I think present point, this is brand new, so prices are quite high on this. I think about, I saw it about $85, which is totally amount I'm not gonna pay. And even if it discounted, if it gets discounted, would I pay? I don't think so. I'm telling you the reason right now. First of all, this fragrance, I tried it, I think a couple of months back in Star World Metro Mall. It came out there first. So when I sniffed it, when I sprayed first time, I had a lot of excitement going because I love Bulgari man, Bulgari, what do you call, the Man in Black, then Man Black Cologne, they have Man Extreme, they have the Bulgari Man in Black, there's another one, they're like Essence, whatever. So those are all great. This one right here, totally, first sniff I took, it just totally like, just boom, like that sort of opening. You just spray on it, spray on yourself, and it just becomes like, okay, I know this DNA. It's so such a known DNA. It's played safe, and if you have actually gone through, if you've been in the game for 2 3 years, this you'll find pretty familiar and kind of, to my nose, it's kind of boring. I mean, it's a nice fragrance. No, do not make mistake. It opens up with nice citruses. It has some cedar, woody notes, full of woody notes, and the base may be some vetiver. That's pretty much what I picked for me. So this one kind of remind me of Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct for some reason because of the sweetness. It's pretty sweet. So some people in the community, they wrote they got good longevity out of it. I didn't get great longevity. Even from the full bottle I sprayed, small sample on the paper, it gets lost within like 2 to 3 hours. So I guess it's not a great performer, first of all. Second of all, the smell, it's pretty familiar DNA. It's just a sweet, safe, woody, not much risk taken in this. Just wanted to make it like maybe for teenagers. I think it's a great fragrance for schoolgoers, everyday usage. I cannot think of any occasion to wear it. You can wear it maybe in the workplace, and you can actually smell the Bulgari Man Extreme DNA at the background. That one was built much more with the cactus. That one is much more alive, much more brighter with the citruses, lemon. This one is pretty much like, like think of in the halfway. They made it like 10 out of 10 is like a 5, because of the smell. It's just like a halfway. you know. So if you actually do not have so many bottles in collection, you can definitely look into this, a good fragrance. I'm not saying it's a trash, but uh, given the collection that I have, I don't think I'm gonna buy this even for the bottle that I am so much into bottle designs. I'm not gonna buy this one. Longevity is poor, the smell, it's kind of flat, it's a woody, sweet, kind of like a backbone. It's a woody, mild spices. You know, they said coriander in this. Maybe there is some green aspect to it, but that's about it. You know, the juice could have had, like with given presentation, could have had much more to offer with this, and longevity could have been better. That would be a plus point. So overall, this fragrance I think is the middle of the road. um, I mean, I used heavily, I used, you know, my skin on the paper. Initial impression, I'm not very impressed. It's a very familiar DNA. All right, so for me, Bulgari Man, the Oud Essence, I got this sample from Fragrance BD. Thank you so much, guys. Very good friend of mine, and they're good committee members as well. And they sent me the sample alongside two other Tom Fords, which I'm gonna review in time. Very excited. Let me show you. These are two fragrances that I wanted to try. Tom Ford, no, this one is Anthracite, and this is Ombre Leather. So these two I'll review in time. Thanks to Fragrance BD for the samples, right? So there you go. The Oud Essence by Bulgari Man line. Okay, that's the first one. Now time for the second one. So the thing is, this fragrance, next fragrance, is a women's perfume, but this is a winner, unlike the Bulgari. So this fragrance is called Poison Girl Unexpected, and this is EDT concentration. And this fragrance actually is a flanker of Dior Poison Girl, and Dior Poison Girl is a flanker of Dior Poison. Poison is a fragrance, a very polarizing, strong, classic, you know, like original. Back in the days, it has some age to it, but the Poison Girl line they launched from Dior, it's more modern. I'm not talking about this one, I'm talking about the Poison Girl. That's sweet. The bottle looks like this also, but it has a little bit different coloration. So that's a sample of 1.5 mil, I think, and 1.5 or 2 point, I think it's a 1 mil, sorry, it's a 1 mil sample. So basically the bottle looks pretty much the same shape, but it looks more like an apple. And the juice, the Poison Girl, it's a beautiful juice, original one. I tried it. The EDP version is just yummy. It's just, you smell it on anybody, you're just gonna go like amazing. You know, it's like a sweet, young, youthful, long lasting, projecting perfume. So I have this on paper, this unexpected version. What I get from it also, I get that freshness. You know, it has some added freshness up top. I think perhaps they added some freshness, like a zesty sort of freshness. And then the typical, if you know this perfume, Olympia by Paco Rabanne, right? It has that nice sort of a gourmandish, sweet, kind of like a touch creamy, you know, like that sort of a DNA. This one also has it, like sort of almond. And then the sweetness, it goes more towards sort of like a rose kind of a smell. The rose in this, they mentioned, is the sparkling freshness of ginger, surprised in a game of hide and seek with sensual Damascus rose. Yes, from Damascus. So yeah, Damascus is in, where is it located? I forgot. It's maybe Turkey. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. But the rose note in this is pretty nice. And then the ginger dimension, I get more of a grapefruit sort of vibe. So it has very bright sort of opening. It's sweet. It's pretty damn long lasting as well. So this fragrance is gonna last on you easily, 7 to 8 hours easily. I would wear this in the cold weather. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention Bulgari Oud Essence. This fragrance, I think you can wear it in the early fall, mild cool weather, and daytime, nighttime, wherever you want it. Very versatile. Okay, so this fragrance, I think I would wear this maybe in, if for a lady, I mean, I don't mind wearing this. This is pretty sweet, falls into my territory of sweet fragrances, because I do wear La Nuit de l'Homme, DHI. I would wear this personally myself. It's pretty sexy. It has this nice sort of vanilla tonka base to it, and man, it's yummy. It's almost like a chocolatey sort of, you know, chocolates from Switzerland. You get those kind of like, it smell kind of like a floral, little bit floral, but a beautiful chocolate, you know, like those rose pink colored chocolate like this, layered with maybe some very milky sort of chocolatey DNA. You know, I get that from this. So starts from freshness, kind of like a gingery cake, then heart, rose, maybe some sort of a what I call other florals. I don't know which one, but the base is beautiful as well. So this is not that choking. It's not too powdery. I think perfect. It's a good release. Maybe the Dior original Poison Girl, that is a little bit sweeter than this, much more amped up, but this is kind of like fresh. Maybe you can wear it in the summer days as well when it's breezy. So overall, this is a good fragrance. Longevity is good. Smell is really, really good. I'm gonna give this like 8 out of 10. Okay, Poison Girl, Unexpected. I think it's a young girl scent, and you're gonna get a lot of compliments wearing it. You can give it to your wife or your sister, whoever, your friends. They will really be thankful, right? So 8 out of 10 for Poison Girl Unexpected from Dior EDT. That's my 2 reviews for today. Sort of initial impression. Everybody take care. I'll talk to you soon. Someone's calling me. Bye bye.